सलाम मेरे अजीज पंखों।
His lips moved toward my collarbone, kissing me with aggressively. I mourned with pleasure, which his touch was giving me. He moved up to my face, and I opened my eyes to meet his. His hand come to my face, and he started carrying my cheeks. Hey bear, I think you start falling for this monster, he said. He said and smiled, which made me blush. He kissed the tip of my nose, and I didn't stop myself from going in his arms. He wrapped his arms around me and sighed. I hugged him tightly and closed my eyes. With the feel of those feelings which had knocked my heart, I closed my eyes and fall asleep in his protective embrace. Life was going very beautiful with Jungkook and his family, which were now my family. Never thought that I would ever get this much love. I always want my family love, but here I got love of three fathers. God blessed me with so much. A big loving family as I always wanted. All girls who were seated in the hall talking to each other. Amma, we didn't shop, Lisa said, and she smiled. Aunt Min said, and all girls smiled happily. As you all know that it's Jimin's wedding. I turned to him shocked. Jimin's face flushed red and he smiled shyly. Jimin is getting married, but whom? I asked, and Jisoo came in front of me. Jimin is engaged with Yoongi, Aunt Min said. Before Jisoo could, all girls start gossip and Aunt told me to also shop for the wedding, and I nodded. I saw Jisoo on the hall door. Jiho, good morning, sir, he said, and I nodded. Any problem? I asked, and he nodded. We did as you said, sir. He's in his fourth stage, but last night he tried to escape. It's mean that he still have intention to do something bad, Jiho said, and I nodded. Jungkook, what's going on? We turned on voice and saw Cook standing behind us. I think it's time to tell him everything, I said to Jiho, and he nodded. Come, we want to tell you something, I said, and we all walked in lawn. Deong was behind your accident, I said, and his eyes pointed. Jiho, and we catch him, and now he's under our prison, Jiho said, and Jungkook turned to him. As Sir told us to do with him, we are doing, and making him beg for his life, but he tried to accept again. But Jiho, you have to make beg for his life. I will not spare him like this. Make his life, his every breath hell. You get that? And I will not repeat myself. Make life miserable for him, that he understand the meaning of life, I said angrily. Okay, sir, but if Mr. John come with us for once, Jiho said, and Jungkook nodded. You go, I will tell you later. Jiho walked out and I turned to him, who was smiling and looking at me. What? I asked, and I didn't know that. You also treated people. Good, now you are becoming like me, he said, and I gave him a glare. What? I'm praising you, my boy, he said, and walked in. Huh? Boy, excuse me. I'm not a kid. I'm a man, okay? I merged him what he asked. Yeah, right, beer. He jerked and I hit his shoulder. Rose. Surprise! As we both entered the house, someone yelled from back and we both turned. Rose? He whispered, and I looked at the girl who was standing in the middle of the door of the entrance. I saw a huge grin appear on his face and he walked toward her. Hey, what a surprise, he said as he reached the girl. I looked at him. She was wearing a blue jeans with a red shirt which reached above her knees. Her arms were exposed because the shirt was sleeveless. A shoulder bag was hanging on her shoulder and her hair was spread on her shoulder. She hugged Cook and I started. What the hell? He didn't stop her and then they parted away and he bring her to me. Rose, this is my husband, Theon. He introduced me to him. Hello, I said, looking at him, and Theon meet my friend Rose, he said, and she hugged me while I just glared him, who was smiling like an idiot. She walked in without any hesitation and started meeting with everyone as she knew everyone. Pierre, wake up, he whispered in my ear, and I looked at him. What happened to you? He asked, and I just shook my head. I sat with everyone. They were busy in talking to Rose. They were all behaved very good with her, and I saw Jimin also sit with her and start talking to her. It seems like they forget me. I wait for anyone to at least pull me in the conversation, but no. I sat in my room, but my all thinking were fixed on her. She just came and took all the attention of my whole family, and even Jimin was also busy with her. He also forget me. A tear slipped on my cheeks, which I immediately wiped. They, what are you doing here? Jimin came, and I just tried to feed all the bad feelings about the Rose. Nothing. You all were busy with Rose, so I came here, I said, and he smiled. Jimin took a seat in front of me and hold my hand. She is our friend. We all bought up together. And you know what? When we came back, she also came and visited her. That's why everyone was giving attention to her, Jimin said, and I nodded. Okay, now come. Everyone was asking for you, he said and pulled me with him. They, where were you go? Sit and decide the day of shopping, Aunt Kim said and made me sit with her. I smiled and looked at the girl who was looking at me. Rose was not there. Where is Rose? I asked. She is with Jungkook, Lisa said, and I became restless. I looked around and find them, but they were not here. Don't tell me you are feeling jealous, Lisa asked, and I gave her a glare. They all laughed. Stop you all. So tell me when you want to go on the shopping, Aunt Kim said, and we all started thinking about the day. Jisoo, Uma, tomorrow. Please, can we go tomorrow? Jisoo asked and Aunt Kim nodded and all smiled with happiness. So tomorrow is done, Miss Kim said and left from there while everyone started deciding what to buy and all. But I was just looking around to find my monster. I slowly got up and walked out of the house. My eyes widened when I saw Cook and Rose holding hands of each other and were walking. A tear slipped from my eyes as I saw him removing her hair strands from her face. She smiled shyly and I felt myself burning. Word turned to me and I immediately leave hand. I turned and ran inside. I closed the door as I reached my room. I was feeling very bad. And how dare he to touch her, even hold her hand? He never hold my hand, then why her hand? Suddenly the room door opened and I turned to see Mr. Jungkook standing.